Dear Sean, hi. For 4 years of our relationship, I started every single day either sending or receiving that simple 2-letter greeting. At some point during those 4 years, that simple 2-letter greeting transformed into something deeper and became a highlight of my day, especially when we were thousands of miles apart. At some point, that simple 2-letter greeting transformed into an unspoken I love you that I started, or, depending on the time zones, ended every day with. Throughout our relationship, we have learned to value the small and sometimes mundane moments we have with one another. The trips to the grocery store, the agony of folding laundry, and long car rides back from yet another wedding. We have found a way to make the small moments and the simple 2-letter greetings mean more. I think long distance makes a couple appreciate those moments more. And today, on one of the bigger moments of our relationship, I vow to continue to make the smaller moments meaningful. I vow to show up and to be present in those moments. More than that, I promise to meet you where you are at and be there for you during the highs and lows of our life together.
Dear Alexandra, this is it, the big one. The day you've spent the last 18 plus months of your life on, going through every detail, crossing every T and dotting every I. Every painstaking detail, calculated down to the exact minute, the exact shade, and the exact style that you've envisioned for yourself since you were a little girl. I have to say, I had no idea that this much went into planning a wedding. This makes planning for one of my many training jumps look like a walk in the park. And of course, like everything else you've done since the day I met you, you've poured your heart and soul into it and made it perfect. This is a trend you've kept going for as long as we've been together. No matter what's been going on in your own life, you've made it a point to make sure I was happy, that I was taken care of, and that I was loved. So thank you for always being by my side, for always loving me, and of course for this beautiful wedding day. I can't wait to look back on this day with you for the rest of my life.
Remember, every day is a gift from God, no matter how bad or good it's going for you. You might be on top of the world or stuck on the floor, but every day is a great day to be alive. God gave His Son so we could live freely. We need to take advantage of it. Just don't be scared to take it all in. Remember, every day is a gift from God, no matter how bad or good it's going for you. You might be on top of the world or stuck on the floor, but every day is a great day to be alive. What gives me great confidence that poem is going to speak to thankfulness? Because the author of that poem was a middle school girl named Alexandra Hernandez from back in 2008. So to use your own words, every day is a gift from God. Be thankful to Him. Every day is a gift to be married. Be thankful to each other. Practice thankfulness in the small things.
Sean, you're incredible. And this friendship that you guys have had over the past several years has grown into something that I aspire to replicate.
I vow to choose you every single day for the rest of our lives, to disagree with love, and to be quick to forgive. I promise to be a team and to share in each other's burdens, because I know I am stronger with you than I am alone. I vow to push you to be the best version of yourself and to never let you settle for less. To be your lover, but also your friend. I promise to be my authentic and weird self, to randomly show you my new dance moves, and to always join you on the dance floor.
The beautiful thing about sisters, though, is that as we've grown up, you've just become my best friend, and we've become so close, and there's no one I'd rather turn to or dance it out with, and I just love you. From the TV series that we made when we were little, to blasting Taylor Swift's Red album on the way to school every morning, to just being the comedic relief of our family, there's no one else that I'd want to have as an older sister.
If you want to be committed to each other, you'll sometimes have to say no to yourself and yes to the other. The good news is you guys have been practicing that for a while, and you will continue to practice it. Sean, your military service is a clear testament to your ability to live for a greater purpose than yourself. As your groomsman and fellow brother in arms, Adam, said last night, he said the day of your deployment was both the best day and worst day of his life. He said it was the worst day because he knew what could happen when you go. And he said it was the best day because a man of your caliber and character was going to be defending our country. Sean, you know how to say no to yourself for the sake of others. And Alexandra, you do too. Going to law school was no small feat. Dating and staying committed to a guy who is 7,514 miles away was not an easy thing. And one thing I love that you shared one time we hung out was you said, you know what, there were times I just spent reading and learning about the Army just so you guys could connect.
Alexandra, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my everlasting love
as a symbol of my everlasting love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
Sean, I give you this ring
As a symbol of my everlasting love
as a symbol of my everlasting love
and commitment to you.
and commitment to you.
Now that Sean and Alexandra have given themselves to each other by solemn vows with the joining of hands and receiving of rings, by the authority vested in me by the state of Georgia, I pronounce they are husband and wife in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Spirit. Those whom God has joined, let no man put asunder. Sean, you may kiss your bride. All right, y'all turn and face everybody. It is my great honor and privilege to present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Sean Titus.